Lance Meadow, Paul Dottino here with you on Giants.com. It is time to answer your questions in the latest edition of the mailbag. All right, Paul, question number 1 comes from Greg in Queens. What impressed you the most about the job Steve Spagnuolo did last year?
Well, you have to understand something, that when Spags was given all these new toys to play with, it was going to be his job to figure out not only what scheme would the Giants use, but then how many snaps each guy would get, player deployment. They elevated themselves into arguably in top 10, maybe even top 5 defense in the National Football League. So how could you not be impressed with what Spags did in terms of player deployment and schematically how he utilized guys?
And especially in the secondary, Paul, in terms of the development of Eli Apple as well as Landon Collins, and which this has been a staple of his defense, using the secondary in blitz packages to get them after the quarterback. That was very effective this season. Question number 2, Rachel in Philly. Should improving the offense or maintaining the defense be a bigger focus for the Giants in free agency?
Well, a free agency or draft, and that's where it gets tricky, because it depends on what they believe can be cultivated in both areas. We know they would like to polish up the offense. That's not a question. But where do you get it from? And if they believe that they can get it more in the draft, then they're going to go heavy on the draft. If they think they've got to spend money to get it, then they're going to go heavy in free agency. I don't know that that's an answer that we can give right now, other than they're going to go after some bodies, that's for sure.
So that is the latest edition of the Giants Mailbag. Thanks so much for sending in your questions. For Paul Dottino, I'm Lance Meadow.